This episode brought to you by coffee. Hey, this is Aaron from AaronOnAutos.com. Today we're going to do our shaky cam interior walkthrough in a 2020 Honda CR-V hybrid. This particular one is in the touring package. It's also in this very nice, kind of grows on you, gray color. So it's almost a baby blue, but not quite. There's enough gray in it to keep it from being just about that. There's a cool name for it. I think it's Sonic Gray or something, looking at the color. Yeah, Sonic Gray. Good name for that. It's a great color. I'll show you a couple photos. And then, of course, this is the interior, so we're just going to look at what's going on inside this, especially the hybrid. 38 miles a gallon, by the way. That is the rating for this. Not shabby. All right, so starting over here, we're looking at the seat memory here. Here's the door handle and the physical lock there. Over here is the side mirrors. You adjust them like that. Here's the locks. Here's the window locks. Front two windows are auto. The back two are not. Now, down here, you're seeing some stuff. By the way, you got a vent with some bacon and email and a defrost vent. All right, so down here, you're seeing a whole bunch of stuff. So you got your parking radars, you got your rear hatch here, you got your lane keeping there, you got your collision warning, you can turn it off, and traction control right there. All of these are just toggle switches, on or off. Them's the options. Now, way down there, you can see there's the fuel, and there's the hood. There we go. Automotive professional. Can't think of the word hood. Bonnet, if you happen to be, British or whatever. All right. So, looking at the steering wheel, we'll just go straight over here. You're looking at mostly entertainment stuff. So, here you've got stuff that moves around the driver information screen up there. Also changes what's happening on the infotainment if it happens to be set up. Here you have some volume here, and then you can skip tracks. That's kind of the idea. Up and down will move menus. So again, you'll see it up there. It changes. Over here is menu, main menus, right? So you're popping through all the main menus on that huge driver information screen. There's a lot of stuff. I'll go through a few of them when we start looking at the instrument cluster, but wow, it's a lot of stuff. All right, and then over here you got phones, also a back button. So the hang up, I should point at what I'm trying to talk about, right? I should point the camera at what I'm talking about. Anyway, back button is also a hang up and then pick up here. So telematics, even though that's not what it is. And a voice control, which is okay in this car. It's tedious. It seems to take a long time to go through to get to what you're looking for with this, especially making a phone call, which should be where it's most useful. Sorry, dropped the ball there. Oh well. Over here, you got steering wheel heat right here. Interesting placement, but you got to put it somewhere. This turns the cruise control on and off. This sets the lane keeping for that cruise control, the active lane keeping, so it's different than the other one. The other one's a warning, this is the active. Here you got resume, set, cancel in the middle, and then on the right you can see that sets the distance, how far you're going to follow. You basically have, I think it's 4. Yeah, I believe it's 4. So, yeah, you have 4 things. They're relative car lengths according to how fast you're going. Then you got paddle shifters, mostly I think just because it's a Honda. And then over here you've got all your washer wiper stuff. So this runs the rear, this runs the front. You can see up and down, auto and stuff. And then this sets the speed and or aggressiveness. So if you're on the auto setting, this will decide how aggressive it is. On the rest of them, it sets a speed. On the other side, you got signal turns going up and down. You got lighting right here. So you can see it's on automatic and then you can turn it off and whatnot. And then this is for fog lamps. Turn them on and off right there. Really easy to get used to those. I really like these dongles. They're big, right? So they don't look huge, but they're substantial, and that's nice because you don't feel like you're going to break them. Now, I got big hands. So I feel like I'm going to break stuff a lot. So not quite big enough to get the whole thing in, so I'll kind of do a pan thing. So over here you got battery. Now, since this is a hybrid, that is the hybrid battery. So not just the regular, 12 volt, whatever. This is the full-on hybrid battery for the car. I have no idea how big it is. It is not large. I will say that. So up here you can see what you're doing. So if you're charging or using power, that shows you what's going on there. Right now the car is on, but nothing's happening. It's not running anything. I've turned off the climate. There is nothing going on. It's just sitting here waiting for me to do something. If I shift into drive, stuff will start to happen. So you can see the EV is ready. And the cruise control is actually active because I pushed the button when I was showing it to you. So there's the cruise. Here is park. So it's telling you that we are parked. And then way over there, you'll see there's a parking brake set as well. So this right here is your speed. That is the only way to show it. There is no other speedometer. And then that driver information screen right there in the middle. You can see what we're looking at now. Obviously, this is the powertrain, so it's showing you what's happening. Right now, nothing is happening. If I shift it into drive, then you might see something happen.
Please release the parking brake.
Oh, yeah, that would help, wouldn't it? So now, I just did. Come on, lady. Okay. Now you see what happened? There you go. That's basically the gist of that. So it just shows you where power is coming or going. So you could be charging the battery from the engine, you could be charging the battery from the wheels, or you could be using power to propel the wheels. So there you go. Now, a few other screens, here's some information stuff, and then you can go back and forth with them, toggling with these here as you're looking at the screen. So this is basically that same thing. This is fuel, here's your efficiency, and etc. This is the are you awake sensor that's in this. I don't know if you've used those, but there you go. So you go through these menus and there are several things to look at. This is the state of the car. So, the maintenance and oil life and all of that. You can see that. And what's going on infotainment, what's going on your phone, and so on. So you get kind of the gist, right? So it's pretty neat stuff. I've been mostly looking at either my fuel economy or the powertrain. So there you go. I like this instrument cluster, really easy to read. I like that green light, it's kind of cool. But it's really easy to read and good. This light changes, so the ambiance of the cluster changes a little bit according to how you're driving. So if you get really aggressive, it gets more of a red kind of thing and stuff. Kind of cool. All right, over here's push button start. Here is infotainment. So you see the first of the vents and the Duke's lights, and then this big infotainment screen. This is a good size screen for this vehicle. So we're, the CRV is really close to mid-size. I think they still sell it as a small or maybe even a compact. But if you park this next to a previous generation or generation before that CRV, this is much larger than they were. But sitting in the driver's seat, this is a good spot, good size for that. And then you can see some menu options over here. These are hard buttons that are almost always there, or are always there. So you can use those to jump to things. This is the home screen if you hit that. And then you can see what there is. You can kind of flip through, you can kind of flip through the screens and see nothing is loaded. So I haven't loaded anything on any of these screens. You can go into like your apps. So if you go to your app list, you can take these and you can have them put on as quick widgets, just like that, see? And those widgets become screens on the, so these empty spaces, you can fill them in with what you want. Really kind of cool. I like that. I haven't installed any apps for my phone, but you can. My phone is currently disconnected from this, so I don't have any Bluetooth interference. But you can plug your phone in, Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, etc., and do a lot with this, more than I would have expected. So it's nicely done. Honda's done a good job keeping up on their infotainment. Down below it, you can see physical fan controls, and this goes to the climate menu up there. So you can go in and do stuff. And then down here, this turns it on and off. Here's the recirc and so on, so you get the idea. Heated rear also does heated side mirrors on this touring package. This sets the temperature, also sets the temperature on the passenger side. It's dual zone, and you can push that to sync. Heated seats right here. So one oversight on this, I think if you're getting the touring package, you should also get vented seats. And the reason I think that is because you will save using the AC fairly often by having that, which in turn saves fuel. So I just think like that's kind of an oversight. It really should be included with a hybrid. Over here is the parking brake. This is the brake hold. It's a hill hold assist. I like to call it launch control, but that's not what it is, right? It just sounds way cooler to say that, you know. But anyway, gear shifting. Standard kind of Honda Acura thing with the push buttons. You pull this to go into reverse, push this to drive, push this for neutral, say you're going through a car wash or something, and park, you push that. Brake is pull to set it, push to release. Up here is drive modes. So you got sport, economy, and EV. EV allows you to force the electric vehicle, assuming it has enough battery. So, you know, say you're driving through the neighborhood or pulling into your garage and you don't want to make a bunch of noise and wake people up. Sport mode kind of sort of makes it sportier, but not much. So, but I will say this Honda has the signature Honda trait of being really quick in that first 10 seconds. So that first 10 miles, I should say 10 miles an hour. That first 10 miles an hour pulling out of the light or the stop sign or whatever, it feels like, whoa, you know, that's a Honda thing. They all feel like that. So Honda didn't lose that going to hybrids. Here you see a couple of plugs, USBs right there. So you got data over there and you got charging only over there. Then you also got a I don't know how to say it, QI. Wireless charging pad in this particular model. Pretty neat. I've used it several times with my phone actually. And then here you've got some drink holders, standard size, but all the way clear all around, so you can put really tall, big things if you got one of those huge, you know, the Yoga Mom. I like to call them Yoga Mom water bottles, the ones that are like this high. They're like 3 times as high as a regular mug, you know, those things. Anyway, and then here you got a rubber tray that moves out of the way to access this, which goes all the way through on this too. So over here, see how you can go underneath right there. So it goes underneath just a little ways over to here. You can shove some things in there. Oh, somebody left some snacks in there. I didn't know that. So you can close that, and then where's the release for this? There's a way to open this, and now I can't remember what it is. Oh, there you go. It flips up. So there you go. Pretty cool. I like that. This is useful. I like this little storage tray and this little pop-up here. This slides back and forth to give you more of an armrest. It's a really nice design. So let me just show you all the functions since I just sort of stumbled through it all, right? So back and forth like that, open up like this. There's some storage. This slides back and then pops up, and there's some more stuff, right? So pretty cool. I like the setup. Better than a lot of the ones I've seen. It's better than just having a big empty hole right there, right? Seating is good in here. I really like the layout too. So look how they use this piano black to kind of break this up and then throw some wood on there and just kind of create this nice flow around here. And just a good upholstery, good seating, feels really good. I'm not a big fan of the black and black and black, right? I do like that they broke it up with this wood, which is very pretty. It's not really mahogany, but it's a dark wood. It's a nice look. It's not real, it's plastic, but anyway, it looks really good. And then, you know, they just kind of broke things up with some lines and things there. Couple of complaints really quick. Stereo in this is great, by the way, but couple of complaints. Sitting in the driver's seat, I'm going to try to make this look like me sitting here. And you can see the instrument cluster is a little weird, right, as I'm sitting here driving. Now, looking at that side view, I want you to watch. Does this look very comfortable? I have adjusted and moved and changed and tried all kinds of things. In order to have my feet where they need to be to run the pedals, I have to be this far back, but I cannot move Where is it? I cannot move this any more than it is. I can't go up or down any more than this, and I can't move it towards me anymore. Actually, that is my primary complaint here. Now, going through, so we looked at the front here. There's the back seat. Big, roomy back seat. I like the back seat a lot. And then the cargo area, just like CRV, you know, it's a signature point. The cargo area is very large, very well done. So it's kind of what I got. This has been the interior of the 2020 Honda CR-V Hybrid in the touring package. So that's it. This has been Aaron, AaronOnAutos.com. Talk to you again soon. Subscribe.